gonna try this again. Whew. How's everybody? It's hot as fuck here. Sage, no. What did you tell me it was yesterday? Hot as what?
Satan's groin.
Satan's hot is as hot as Satan's groin or Satan's balls. No, remember this. I don't say it all the time. This channel is not for fucking children. There's no TikTok here. There's no video games here. What else do you do, Sage? That I don't do here. TikTok. A lot. This is not for children. Move along.
No
Walk
Visco
away.
girls.
No. What is a Visco girl?
Annoying.
She also thinks it's crazy that I drink hot coffee when it's this hot.
Yes.
But it's a thing, Sage. It's really a thing. I had to start the video over again because why?
Mother.
I had to remember to text my mother, who calls me 15 times a day at least, that I'm making a video. Do not call because then it shuts off the thing and then I don't edit and I can't do that. What else did I talk about, Sage? I talked about DX Girlie's video this morning, which I really enjoyed. Because I like to know where to buy eyes, but as far as clothes and where to get wigs, dude, I'm fucking cheap as fuck. So I have to make all the shit for my dolls, which is why they look like shit. But they pretty much look like shit, Sage. Anyways, oh, and then I talked about my hair. Look at this. Whoa! Really better think about color and that shit. I love Libby's hair with the gray underneath. Maybe I should do that, Sage.
Okay.
Look at, it's like gray there, dude. Oh man, it was all, hers is all like white blonde underneath. It looks freaking awesome. I should get a doll. Let's get this guy. With the sweater that looks like he's got breasts. Why does it keep doing that? What the fuck? I should probably do that thing where you block it, which I don't know how the fuck to do. Anyways, what else did I talk about? Oh, I have to take you guys swimming today because you're going to be melted piles of children on the floor. That'll be kind of gross. I talked about his name. That's what I talked about. Huh? Quarantine. Oh yeah. My 3 months of piles of quarantine crafts. I was going to have a garage sale this weekend and it's too freaking hot. Satan's groin hot and I couldn't handle that. So, because I was not going to be freaking sitting out there in that shit. So I'm thinking I might do like an Instagram like $5 sale for the quarantine crafts because I can't, it's just piled up. And I might keep like, it's like the one Monster High I painted that I want to keep and maybe like 1 or 2 art dolls, but I think the rest of the shit's got to go. Like, it just has to go. You can't have it all. You can't. Let's talk about this body. This is the body that is waiting for the Choma head, which should be here, I think sometime in August, which is next month. It's very exciting. We've been going back and forth about, oh, and look, I'm actually making him a gray sweater. Look, who the fuck is actually knitting that small? What? I wanted to make a ST sweater, but the needles are not, like the wire, like that circular thing, it's just not big enough, because these are already half time falling off. So, he's getting another sweater.
Names.
Uh-huh. Yes, we talked about names. I have an assistant. I don't pay you.
Feed me.
I feed you. I feed you bacon. That's what I feed you.
I don't want other stuff.
Bacon and fish, because you're a pescatarian that eats pigs. Anyways. This doll. Names. That's where I was. I'm all distracted with her here. Names. Am I filming? Okay, good. Nox has kind of, this is her doll. Nox is the Cyclops brownie, right? She lives in the clock, Sage. That's where she is. You never see her because I've locked her in there because she's dangerous.
She'll stab you.
She's going to stab me in my sleep. Anyways, this is her doll. Her partner in crime. And at first I wanted to name him Moth because he's very bat-like, but I don't want to give him a bat name. So I was like, Moth. He's kind of bug-looking. I like moths very much. Nah, it doesn't really roll right with me. Then I thought like Moss, because I figured he could always wear greens and browns and that would be cool. And then I was like, Moss is kind of boring. So then I was thinking animal names. And the first one I honestly came up with was Squirrel. Because it's just funny to say. Like, squirrel! You know what I mean? It's just funny to yell. And I can hear like Nox yelling squirrel at him all the time. But then, you understand, I have a crazy cat. His name is Chewy. And he's an outdoor cat, like an indoor-outdoor cat. I've always had indoor kitties my whole life, so I am not used to having that pet cemetery in the backyard. And I told him to like kind of guard the garden. I'm like, Chewy, Make sure nobody gets in the garden. I did not think he was going to be killing bunny rabbits and leaving them dead in the yard and stuff and other things. And I was like, oh, it's gross. He's like Farmer McGregor. That's why I call Chewie now, Farmer McGregor. Killing fucking bunnies. Huh?
Crookshanks.
Oh, you call him Crookshanks, but anyways. So then I was like, squirrel ain't gonna work because I'm just gonna think of the dead things in the yard. So then I was like, badger. Badger's cute, right? That'd be a cute name. And I said no. And then Zoe came up with weasel. Weasel be cute. And I was like, no. And then, now I have to admit this. I'm an 80s girl. I'm an 80s movies girl. And I have actually never seen until this very year What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which skyrocketed to like my top 10 movies. It's like right there in the top 10. It's great. So I was like, you know what? Gilbert. Gilbert is a perfect name for this doll. So he's going to be Gilbert for Gilbert Grape. And also the very cool Fiddler's Green. If you don't know Fiddler's Green from Sandman, when he's goes out into a human form, his name, he takes a character name of Gilbert. So I'm like, you know what? Gilbert's cool. So he's gonna be Gilbert when he gets here, and I'm gonna do something with this sweater. Is that like blocking? I gotta like wet it and like make sure it doesn't bump up like this. What is this? I don't know.
He just said saggy.
Huh?
He just said sagginess.
He's got sag. I know he does look. Look, even from the side, he's got sags. He's got some saggy breasts. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, here's for the main event. My legs are sweating, Mama. You know what that's from? That's from Urban Cowboy.
What?
My legs are sweating, Mama.
I don't know what that is.
Oops, that sweat is like dripping down here, the cleavage. Ah! Okay.
What?
I'm sweating, Sage. It's freaking hot and I'm fucking crazy and we gotta get out of here soon. Okay, so. I don't know about you guys, but for me, sometimes you have characters and you don't want to give these characters to the dolls that you have because you're like, you know what? I don't want you to be that character. No matter how much you want to be that character, I'm going to get the Oswald sculpt to be that character. It's never going to freaking happen. Also, I realized, maybe you guys do this too, that I have a lot of accessories that I don't think my dolls are cool enough to actually own. They're not their accessories, they're mine. Cool wigs, not wigs, but cool like helmets and things that I don't want to give, clothes that I don't even want to give to the dolls because they're mine. I even do that with Barbie clothes. There are some vintage Barbie clothes that I deem way too cool for my crappy Barbies to wear. Does it make any sense to you, Sage? This is doll problem, Sage. You don't understand.
You're talking to the kid who, whenever they had more than one stuffed animal, they would have to leave with all of them to make sure the other one didn't feel left out. So
you understand. Okay, so I have Waters here with me, who finally said to me, listen, human, give me the fucking horns. I was like, dude, nobody is worthy of these horns. Nobody is worthy of these horns. They have been in the cabinet here. The only doll I ever put them on, Mephisto, but that doll had the pinched, miserable freaking face. That doll was too miserable even for me. He was just sad. And I was like, no. I put him on Ruin once, and they look great on him, but not for his character. Because I knew as soon as the character got these horns, that it was going to be, and it's Waters' character. He's still the same guy. It's just, it's added the whole, I've always had this character called the Nimitz, who is the magical items, dealer, and I've never wanted to shell him because I always wanted him to be perfect, pristine, miserable, mean. And I didn't want to put that on Waters, but he's like, no, fucking, where the hell have you been? What the, are you paying attention? That is friggin' me. And now I feel much better about him. So let me show you how he looks. Now, dude. He's wearing the scarf because he's got a neck problem. Because honestly, any second now, his head is going to spin around like the Linda Blair's. Because this neck is too, I got to do some like neck surgery. Because as soon as I put the horns on, they're really, really heavy. Yeah, his neck is a little, so we're hiding the fact that he just can't keep his head up until it's super balanced. But oh my God, what do you think, guys? Does he deserve them? I think he freaking deserves them. He's like, oh, yes. Bitch, you have not been listening. So, what do you think, Sage? How does he look?
Snazzy.
He is freaking, I'm like, all right. And the blue hair, which, these horns are not easy to get on. because they're fucking strong. So you have to take the head cap off. You have to put the elastic
It's a pain in the
onto his S hook in his head, which means I had to put a hole in the wig to get the. It's worse than stringing a freaking doll chateau. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's freaking worse. But I think you're worth it. So the idea of doing his neck is going to be a long time in the coming because I don't want to even deal with it. So, Waters. Now, Waters comes from a very well-respected magical family. That has not changed. These horns are like, what's going on here? All right, stop. Whoa. A very well-respected magical family. He always has. But of course, being Waters, he's the black sheep of that family. He's the only one who's a shapeshifter, and his other head is the Magnolia head from the very, very talented and one of the absolute coolest people I have ever met, Susie Plum. Holy cow. Alright, sweat's now hitting me in the fucking mouth. This is gross. Anyways, Susie Plum, the Magnolia head. Oh my god, that is his alternate head, and it always has been. He's the only shapeshifter in the family. Which is not cool. They're not cool with that. They are not down with that. So it basically turned him into a thief. Now, no, you're not getting the motorcycle. Just because I gave you the horns does not mean you're getting a motorcycle that you've always wanted. It's not happening. Crazy. Oh, sure, I put the horns on you, you start talking up a storm. This is what happens around here. You're not going in the cabinet? I know you're not going in the cabinet anymore. We talked about that. You're going to go up there. Or in the living room. You want to go in the living room? It's mouthy now. It's a freaking mouthy doll now, Sage. You want to carry him around like this, Sage? You carried him around. He's heavy.
I carried him around without horns.
I know, and now he weighs like, the horns weigh more than the doll. Okay, where was I? Okay, so, I'm getting all freaking hot and frazzled here. He's a shapeshifter. He's the black sheep of his family. Basically, he's a thief. And he is the magical items art dealer because, honestly, at least in my reality, if a magical item is made in a movie, or a film, or a book or something, then that should just exist in real life. At least it does for me. It's somewhere out there in the universe, right? I don't know. I think it does. His number one item that he's actually looking for is the map from Time Bandits. And it's always been that. Like, he's always been the one that goes to the garage sales, the church rummage sales, and is looking for these items, like these lost items, which he does find. He hangs out with George, the dragon hunter, because why not? Dragons have treasure. Hello, he wants to sell treasure, so they are buds. The two blue-haired guys. What?
Aren't they in a band?
Nobody's in. The only person that's in the band is Ruin.
Oh, yeah.
They hang out at the bar where Ruin plays because the bar is all seedy.
Sometimes you tell me things and then I get confused and you don't like.
Yeah, I get confused, Sage. I'm trying to figure out the story here, Sage.
Okay, continue by your story.
See, interruptions. Okay, he does hang out with George, the two blue hair guys, which is fine. They're both. I'm not changing that. Because George is a dragon hunter, and he's like, yeah, I'm looking for magical items, and I sell them to whoever wants to pay. Because Waters is all about making freaking cash. Waters is all about himself. And he's always been that way, which is why I've been busy with him. That's why he started dating Kennedy. Because he thought that she was having some, in her library of broken dreams, she was having some magical shit in there. No. She has like coffee cups with like, you know, handles that she's gluing back on. She didn't get no magical items there. The Morpheus Society wants him to work for them. He has no way will he even do that. He's like, no. What would he do for them? He's gonna like steal whatever they find, basically. So he has no. The one person that he is looking for is Hazel. Now, Hazel is my. I should get her out, but then I have to put him down, and his head's gonna spin around. So Hazel is my. If I open the cabinet, you'll see what the horrible. She's way in the back there. She's right there. She is the one that wears the. What does she wear? Straight jacket. She's a street performer that's actually an art thief, cat burglar. That is actually who he's looking for. Because he figures that, you know, he can get some shit out of her. So, we are very happy with Mr. Waters now. What do you guys think? Also noticed this morning, something seems to have happened to Mr. Waters' nose. I don't know what it is, but it's got like this little white spot on it. I don't fuck with his face up ever because his face up is by Nada Haddas, who's an amazing face up artist, and I don't even know if she still does them anymore. And yeah, like this head came all the way from Poland, and I had to go rescue it in the neighbor's house. So he's got this little white spot. I don't know what to do about it. We're just gonna leave it. It probably happened this morning when I was trying to wrangle. There we go, wrangle the horns on him. You want to show your picture, Sage? Oh, there we go. I can do something about that. You want? So I'm gonna show Sage's little drawing. Do you have anything to say about this first? You dated it. That's nice.
No, I just feel. I
just
don't
wanted
want
to say that she does not have mental issues. I don't need to worry about her, but we'll just show her little drawing. Nice, huh? I love the watercolor on the sweatshirt, Sage. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I like watercolor a lot now.
She's not. My children aren't disturbed. See, this is not for kids. This channel is not for children. Oh.
Because I like Bruce.
Anyway, so what do you think about Waters? I'm way happier with him now, and it feels like, even though I didn't want to make him, the Nimitz is something that everybody else calls him, but his real name is Waters. He's named for Augustus Waters from Fault in Our Stars. Which is the book I love. Hey, give me that book. In the thrifting range, give me that. There has been absolutely no doll thrifting. It has been horrific. This morning I went to an estate sale, or garage sale, on the way to pick up my parents' groceries.
My grandparents.
Your grandparents. She had like boxes of Barbies out, and she's like, all this stuff, she's like, oh no, the Barbies aren't for sale. I'm like, what the fuck you got them in the yard for? They were all like, you know, after 2000 Barbies anyways, but I was just like, ugh. Basically I've been thrifting books, and this was the book find of the weekend, so this is very good. I'm reading this, Threshold by Caitlin Kiernan, very good. You would like it, Sage, very dark, creepy.
Fun.
And that is all I have. You know, I keep thinking that I should do the live. I should do the, what's it called? The doll live. The Sea Hedgehog does. But I can't come up with a time. I can't like say, oh, I'm going to do it from 12:30 to 1:30 because there's going to be freaking up interruptions. I don't know. Maybe next weekend. I think it's going on next weekend too. So, but we're at 17 minutes and I'm going to leave it there. So this is, I'm finally happy. Finally, I think I'm happy with him. Now we're going to write a little story for him and meeting Hazel. But I don't think Aubrey's going to like that too much. Aubrey also has blue hair. Seems to be a going trend here. Maybe I should dye my hair blue, Sage. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, let's feed you guys and then I can... You're eating a peach. Is your brother awake?
No.
He's probably melted upstairs.
No.
Hopefully watch him dripping through the ceiling, dude. It's that freaking hot. Alright guys, I guess that's all I got. I'll see you in Instagram, or I'll see you here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out in this freaking heat and drinking coffee and checking out Mr. Waters here. Oh my god. Can I get him up close to you? There you go. There he is. I have to hold him so he doesn't spin around. I don't know what I'm going to do with this neck, but for now, he can't go in the cabinet with his horns on. He's going to knock everybody out. I'm afraid that the horns are going to bash into everybody else's faces. Look, freaking one of them don't even have a wig on. Oh, shut this shit. They look like Kyle. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Stay safe. Stay sane. Play with dolls. Have fun. Don't give a fuck. That's it. That's all I got. Bye.
Bye.
Love ya.